Good morning, all. Camelback Trading 2724 coming to you this Wednesday morning, November 20th. Looking at the last 3 days of the market profile of the SPY ETF. And we've said this many times. Market can't go down till it stops going up. Sounds silly, but it's so true. Last night in my video, I said the bears need to take baby steps. All three time frames are up. So the first thing the bears have to do is get the daily into balance. That's what they're attempting to do this morning. Now, there's no doubt this trend seems to be slowing, right? There's our 6-day balance. I kind of even called it a 9-day balance, right? Where we went up, we gapped higher, and then we balanced. Then we gapped higher again, and then we balanced for 6 days. And we even came back into that previous 3-day balance. Well, now again, after gapping higher, we've traded in balance, but it's still one-time framing up for 4 days. So to stop that, you need to take out at least yesterday's low to put the daily into balance. Right? It takes a lot to turn this huge tanker ship around. Bears are attempting to do that. Okay, let's go over destinations and a game plan for this morning. So right now, just over an hour to go. If we gap lower, and that's a big if, we're trading just below yesterday's low. If we gap lower, then we would use yesterday's low of 311.22. Then until we get more market generated information, we don't have anything until 11 wide at 311.98, 312.69, yesterday's high, all-time high, and 313.13, our pre-market all-time high. For the downside, if we do not gap lower, then we use yesterday's low of 311.22, daily low of 311.03, daily low of 310.26, and then filling one of the daily gaps at 309.64, 58-point gap from the 15th. Below that, we have 309.46, which was a price probe from the 14th also. 309.12 was 9 wide from the same day. 308.09 daily low and 307.66 daily low. So what's the game plan? There's a lot of important things happening here. Whether we gap lower or not, if the bears are at least able to take out yesterday's low, I would think the low from the 18th should certainly fall also. Then their next goal, right? And then you're firm. Now it's a 3-day balance if you take out yesterday's low. Then their next goal is to get to the gap from the 15th. If they're able to do it and close it, a couple of things come into play. First off, that gap gets closed at 309.64. But what's more important, the top of that 6-day or 9-day balance, whatever you want to call it, is 309.99. So if you are to close the gap and get accepted below 309.99, well, that's a huge step for the bears, because not only did they stop the one-time framing up, at least now the daily is certainly fully in balance. And if you get into that 6-day balance and you accept it, well, then the bottom of that balance is your destination, which would be the weekly low. So that's huge if the bears are able to do that. So game plan for this morning. Right now we're looking, it's still an hour to go, so many things can happen. If we're to gap lower below yesterday and the 18th's low, but not close to the 15th's low, right? So if we take out 311.03, but we're not close to 310.26, I'd probably take a put position, because the odds are, now the bears have shown no ability whatsoever this year to get any follow through. But I would take a put position to see if we could at least test the low of the 15th, if not get into that gap. That would be step one. If we're to gap lower and then immediately come up and get back into yesterday's range, then I'm going to sit and watch it. Or if I take a put position and that happens, and then I'm out of the trade. I'm not going to take a call play here. There's no reason to take one. Right now, even if you don't gap lower, the odds are you're going to be opening in lower value. So there's no call play for me. I'd have to wait for A and probably B period for the open lower, but then to get accepted back into the 18th and then yesterday's range and start one time framing up, then I could certainly get on board with a call because you know you're going to trade up to POC most likely. But right now, for me, there's not a specific call play. If with a gap lower really by like only 5 cents or 10 cents, I won't do anything either. I want to see if the gap gets filled. I'd rather be a little late to the party and make sure we take out the 18th low, which it should, and then get on board to see us get down to the 15th low. Chart-wise. So here it is on the daily, what we were just talking about, right? Even though it seems like we're in balance prior to today, one time framing up 4 days, so it's still up. So if we take out yesterday's low, yes, now we're firmly in balance. But not only do the bears want to be in balance up here, their goal is to close this gap and get accepted below 309.99 to get to the bottom of this balance, which is 307.03 on the 6 day and 306.06 on the 9 day balance. That's the goal. Now I want to show you something really quickly on Target. I saw their earnings came out, and I haven't looked at Target in years. I thought it was trading at $60. I was shocked when I saw what it was trading at. But this is a perfect example of markets that don't go bull bear. It's bull bear. I'm sorry, it's bull balance, continue bull, or bull balance, go bear. Just look at this stock. This is on a weekly. And you could start wherever you want. We're in balance, right? And then we go bear. You go balance, continued bear. Then you go balance, then bull. And then look at this, right? Balance, bear. Balance, bull. Look at this balance. Then they went bear, but couldn't even take out that low. Then they balanced for 3 weeks, shot up, balance, shot up. It's a perfect example of how markets don't go bull bear or vice versa, but how they need to have balance also. And that's what we're talking about right now in the SPY. They have to at least get the daily into balance before they can even think about attacking the weekly low, which is 307.27 from last week. Good luck trading today. Have a great day, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.